This is what Marvel needed. What's up, y'all? It's Zay Reviews. I'm back to talk about Thunderbolts. I've seen it twice in theaters now, and I kind of want to share some of my thoughts. Thunderbolts gets you very, very excited for the future of Marvel, and I think that was the job that it was here to do. The best things about Thunderbolts are the team chemistry and the way that you feel about the characters by the end of the movie. When they're eventually revealed as this is a team that you're really bought into. I think the movie thrives on some of the emotional heartstrings that it pulls with the characters of Yelena and Red Guardian and the father-daughter relationship. Because the emotional crux of the movie works with Florence Pugh and Red Guardian, you start to feel for, the rest of the characters, and you start to, really lock into the story and into the plot. That's really what the movie needed, is the emotional crux, and you got that with this movie. There are great action set pieces in this movie as well. When Bucky comes in, I think that had to be one of my favorite Bucky moments that he's had over the course of the MCU is him coming in this movie kind of like Terminator 2 a little bit, just on the motorcycle and wreaking havoc. Another action set piece that is fantastic is probably Sentry. When they first show off Sentry's powers, when he first fights the Thunderbolts, great moment. You really get a sense for how powerful he is as a character. By the end of the movie, his costume works on me. I think when they first, reveal his costume, I was like, this is it's kind of mid. But when you see it in action, it's like, oh my God. That's a great costume. That's a great costume. It works in the flow of things. Sentry, they have me bought in with Sentry. And Louis Pullman shines in this movie as Bob. He really comes off as this meek character who doesn't really know his own strength. By the end of the movie, because of his connection to Yelena, you really feel for him and you want to see more of Sentry. Sentry is the Bruce Banner of this team. The character that they can't really have. He's kind of like the break glass in emergency character. He is the strength of the team, and I think that in the future we'll see a moment where all hope is lost and Sentry has to be activated. But because of this movie, and we know how bad the Void is, we know that Sentry being activated has some stakes to it. The humor doesn't always work in this movie. Some of the moments with Red Guardian, I'm like, okay, that joke didn't really work for me. But there are other moments that do work for me, like him screaming, or anytime he screams, I laugh. This was in the trailer when he says, DoorDash HQ, I'll report you to DoorDash HQ. That was really funny. I'm not going to lie. That was really funny. I only have a couple of problems with it. One of my problems is that I wish that Julia Louis-Dreyfus was probably given more to do with her character. I feel like there was more to scratch there, as they gave her a flashback scene. There's probably more in the original script for Julia Louis-Dreyfus, and maybe they cut that out to make the pacing better or something like that. I don't know. But I do feel like she could have been a more compelling villain over the course of this movie and really given a great performance. But as it stands now, I think it's just cool. I think her stuff with Bob is great. I really do like her stuff with Bob. Most of these complaints that I have with the movie is that I just wanted more of it. I think it could have been longer, maybe an extra 15, 20 minutes of just diving deeper into every single character to get you more attached to characters like Ghost, or more attached to characters like Walker, or give Bucky a little bit more screen time. I think that would have done wonders for this movie, and then it really could have been similar to the first Avengers that came out. I already think it has more so Avengers vibes than Suicide Squad vibes. The only time it feels like Suicide Squad is maybe when they were sent to kill each other and they're all mercenaries, but after that it turns into a totally different type of movie. But I do think it feels more like that first Avengers film in terms of we're getting this team together to fight this kind of unstoppable threat. The underdogs win. I'm also very excited to see these characters, interact with the rest of the Marvel Universe as we move forward into Fantastic Four and Avengers Doomsday, and then eventually Avengers Secret Wars. And then hopefully after that we get the X-Men and, a ton of other stuff that I'm interested in. I think Thunderbolts succeeded at what it was supposed to do, which is get you bought into these characters, get you back excited for the future of the Marvel Universe, and get you talking, get you back locked in. And I think Thunderbolts did a great job of that. Now, is it the best Marvel movie of all time? Probably not. Is it top 15? Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely top 15. If you're going to see this movie in theaters, yeah, definitely go see it, man. Go see it. Go see it. Go see Thunderbolts right now. All right, so yeah, I really like Thunderbolts. I'm probably going to have to give it a rating of 3.5 stars. I want to give it 4, but I do feel like it has more potential to be, it has more potential to be a great movie. Right now, it's just a really solid, good movie, a really competent movie. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, share with your family, friends. Go punch your mom and tell her that I made a video and she needs to watch it. This has been Zay Reviews. Deuces.